Just imagine the scene. A 2021 Tesla Model Y performance cruising European roads, still camouflaged, but already showing clear signs that it won't be just another update. The images that have emerged show 21-inch wheels with a new design, equipped with aerodynamic covers that appear sculpted to cut through the wind with surgical precision. Those who saw it up close described a carbon fiber rear spoiler, drawing attention to its lightness and sporty feel. There will also be a redesigned rear diffuser with sharper lines, almost as if the body itself were ready to ram through the air. To top it all off, small air vents and details on the lower part of the front bumper will give the SUV a much more aggressive stance, worthy of a car with the word performance in its name. These exterior elements won't just be there to please the eye, but to convey a clear message. This will be the boldest Model Y ever produced. The choice of larger wheels isn't just for aesthetics. They should improve high-speed performance, offering extra stability and reducing turbulence. The aerodynamic covers, for example, will be the result of hours in a wind tunnel, where every millimeter counts to extract greater efficiency. The carbon fiber spoiler will be light enough to avoid adding unnecessary weight, yet strong enough to withstand aerodynamic forces at top speed. The new rear diffuser, with more aggressive contours, will be more than just a visual touch. It should optimize airflow under the car, creating more downforce and helping keep the SUV grounded. This change, combined with the additional air vents, could help cool components, especially under more intense use. It's intriguing to think how Tesla is blending sporty design concepts with practical solutions, something previously seen more in supercars than family SUVs. The details at the bottom of the front bumper aren't there by chance. The visual drop they create will give the car a lower, more intimidating front end, but it will also help redirect air to specific areas of the body, reducing drag. It may seem like an aesthetic quirk, but this is precisely where Tesla usually surprises, when bold looks combine with real performance gains. Those who follow the launch will notice how each of these changes is calculated to convey a sense of speed, even when the car is stationary. It's likely that promotional photos will show the Model Y performance in dynamic settings, perhaps on mountain roads or European circuits, reinforcing this sense of agility. And frankly, it'll be hard not to imagine this SUV as a worthy competitor to much more expensive models, but without losing the versatility of a Tesla. One detail that stands out is how these exterior improvements should also open up space for future customizations. Tesla may offer different wheel finishes or even color variations for the spoiler, something the brand often explores to build loyalty among its most enthusiastic fans. This will give buyers a sense of exclusivity, something highly valued in this segment. If it's already impressive on the outside, the story under the hood promises to be even more interesting. Videos captured by enthusiasts and published on specialized channels show the SUV cornering at high speeds, with a composure previously unseen in the Model Y. The chassis appears to react more evenly, as if each wheel knows exactly what it needs to do to keep the car stable. This raises the almost certain suspicion that Tesla will implement an entirely new suspension system, redesigned from the ground up for this performance. And it's no exaggeration to say that if confirmed, it could put the Model Y shoulder to shoulder with the legendary Model S Plaid when it comes to agility. This new suspension won't just be stiffer, as many might imagine. It's expected to feature an adaptive system capable of reading the road surface in real time and adjusting spring height and stiffness for each situation. On a straightaway, it can relax for comfort. On tight curves, it should firm up to reduce body roll. This kind of technology is what separates a fast car from a truly enjoyable car to drive. And if Tesla can balance this, the result will be an SUV that's as enjoyable in everyday life as it is on the track. In this scenario, handling should reach a whole new level. Imagine entering a mountain curve and feeling like the car isn't fighting you, but rather precisely following your movement. The sense of control, combined with the characteristic silence of electric motors, will create an almost cinematic experience. It'll be like driving a race car that, coincidentally, also effortlessly carries your groceries. Another interesting point will be how Tesla will calibrate the suspension to handle the extra weight of the new batteries. Electric cars, by nature, are heavier than their combustion-powered counterparts, but good chassis engineering can turn this disadvantage into an advantage, maintaining a low center of gravity and high stability. The brand may take advantage of this opportunity to debut new weight distribution solutions, something that will directly impact driving experience. And it's undeniable that, with a redesigned suspension, other components will also undergo improvements. The steering, for example, could gain quicker and more precise responses, eliminating that slightly loose feeling some drivers notice in current models. Brakes better sized for sporty use should also be included, ensuring that the extra power and cornering speed come with the necessary safety. For those who enjoy speed, this combination of a firm chassis and intelligent suspension should mean much more competitive lap times on closed tracks. And the most impressive thing will be seeing this applied to a family SUV, something that until recently seemed impossible. Tesla, once again, should prove that the vehicle category doesn't need to define what it can and can't do, and it's precisely when you look inside that the changes begin to take on even greater significance. For the first time, the Model Y Performance is expected to feature bucket-style sports seats, something that until recently seemed reserved only for the Model 3 and Model S Performance. They will have more pronounced side bolsters, ideal for supporting the body during more aggressive cornering, and extended leg support that will improve comfort on long trips. Tesla is also expected to include redesigned headrests, providing more neck support, a detail that, for many, will make a difference both on the road and on the track. These seats will be finished to a premium standard, with reinforced stitching and possibly more sophisticated material options, such as highly durable synthetic leather, or even a high-tech fabric that combines breathability and durability. Additionally, each seat will feature a small, distinctive emblem, making it clear that this is no ordinary Model Y. This is Tesla's way of making owners feel like they're in something special, exclusive. Interestingly, while maintaining this sporty feel, the seats won't sacrifice everyday comfort. They'll be designed to offer the same level of softness and ergonomics expected of a family car, but with the firmness needed for more aggressive driving. It's as if Tesla is finally finding the balance between two worlds that always seemed at odds: sportiness and practicality. A rumor has been circulating that the design of these seats could be inspired by another, yet-to-be-released Tesla model. This means the 2026 Model Y Performance could be the first to feature this style, serving almost as a showcase for what's to come. It wouldn't be surprising if Elon Musk uses this launch to tease the public with hints about future models. This new seating arrangement should also directly impact the car's new suspension and handling. After all, a sharper chassis won't do if the driver and passengers aren't properly accommodated and safe. The feeling of being hugged by the seat during fast corners could be one of the highlights of the driving experience. Another expected detail is multi-directional electric adjustment, possibly with customizable memories for different drivers. While this is already present in many luxury cars, it will take on a different flavor here, as it will be combined with a performance-focused package. It won't just be a comfortable seat, it will be a seat designed to get the most out of the car. Besides the new seats, another change that should transform the interior is the adoption of the long-awaited black headliner. It seems like a simple detail, but anyone who has driven a car with this configuration knows how much it changes the perception of quality and comfort. The dark color will give the interior a more uniform and sophisticated appearance, creating the feeling that everything was designed to harmonize with the rest of the design. For many Tesla fans, this has been a requested update for years, and finally, the 2026 Model Y Performance should deliver. The use of black upholstery will also have practical advantages. Unlike current clear coatings, it should better conceal small stains, marks, and signs of wear that inevitably appear over time. This means the car will maintain a new appearance for longer, something especially important for those who plan to use it daily, with family, children, or even pets. It's a detail that conveys care and attention on Tesla's part. Visually, the contrast between the black upholstery and other interior elements, such as the minimalist dashboard and door trim, should create a more immersive atmosphere. It's as if the roof disappears, further highlighting the sense of spaciousness provided by the Model Y's enormous panoramic glass roof. This effect will be even more striking on nighttime trips, and it's not just a matter of aesthetics. There's also a psychological impact. Interiors with darker tones tend to convey a sense of exclusivity and focus, something often explored in sports cars. It's easy to imagine how this darkened interior will perfectly match the more aggressive performance the new Model Y promises to deliver. Everything will work together to reinforce this version's sportier and more sophisticated identity. Another interesting aspect is that the black lining should further enhance the car's interior lights, especially if Tesla maintains or expands its use of LED ambient lighting. The contrast will make each beam of light appear more intense, creating a unique visual experience for occupants. It's the kind of detail that can make every nighttime trip feel special. This touch of exclusivity in the interior should also influence the car's perceived value. Many buyers associate elements like the black headliner with top-of-the-line versions, and this could even be reflected in the used car market. In other words, this simple change could help the 2026 Model Y Performance better maintain its value over time, something always relevant for anyone investing in a car of this size. Speaking of aerodynamics, the 2026 Model Y Performance is expected to receive a series of features that go far beyond aesthetics. Among them, a new front bumper lip inspired by the Model 3 facelift, but carefully adapted to the larger Model Y. This part will play a key role in channeling air and generating greater stability at high speeds, something that will make a difference both on the track and on the open road. Visually, it will also give the SUV's front end a more aggressive look, making it clear that this is no ordinary version. The front lip, combined with the redesigned rear diffuser, should work as a coordinated team. While the front lip will help reduce front-end lift, the diffuser will take care of the rear, ensuring air flows more efficiently under the car. This will not only increase stability, but could also contribute to more efficient energy consumption, something that is always a Tesla goal. Interestingly, while these changes have an obvious sporty appeal, they should also reinforce the vehicle's functional character. In rainy conditions, for example, better air management will help prevent excessive water buildup in certain areas, improving grip. Small details like these are part of a meticulous engineering process that often goes unnoticed by those who simply look at the design. Another interesting point is how these aerodynamic changes could pave the way for future customizations. Tesla has historically offered few visual options for its models, but nothing prevents additional packages from being made available over time, allowing customers to choose different finishes or materials for these parts. It's the kind of strategy that increases fan engagement and builds customer loyalty. For those who follow the automotive industry, it won't be surprising if Tesla uses these elements as a marketing argument, highlighting not only the visual gain, but also the results from wind tunnel tests. After all, nothing sparks more curiosity than seeing concrete figures showing reduced drag or increased downforce in an SUV that, until recently, didn't offer this. And here's an interesting detail. These parts won't work alone. They'll be integrated with other mechanical adjustments, such as the new suspension, to create a car that talks to the air around it. This integration between aerodynamics and vehicle dynamics has always been a hallmark of the world's best sports cars, and now it's being applied to a mass-production electric SUV. The most talked-about date is August 15th, the date set to officially reveal the 2026 Model Y performance. From what we know so far, this initial announcement will be aimed at European markets, where Tesla typically tests the acceptance of more specialized versions before expanding globally. The choice of this region is no coincidence. Competition among high-performance electric SUVs in Europe is intense, and the brand knows it needs to make an impact early to maintain its leadership. Sources close to production indicate that assembly of the model is already underway at Giga Shanghai, with several units stored in the yard, ready for distribution when the time comes. This strategy reinforces the possibility that the first deliveries will occur shortly after the announcement, avoiding the long delay between reveal and market arrival that many automakers still face. If this happens, it will be another point in Tesla's favor in the race for agility. Interestingly, even with the planned unveiling event, Tesla maintains an air of mystery about some aspects of the car. This tactic of withholding information until the last minute creates a sense of anticipation that piques public curiosity and keeps the model constantly in the headlines. Elon Musk has used this approach several times, and almost always with positive marketing results. In practice, this wait also creates room for speculation, and few things excite the Tesla fan community as much as trying to guess what's coming next. Will the car come in exclusive colors? New wheels beyond those already seen on prototypes? New assistance technologies? Every detail that emerges in test photos or videos becomes fuel for heated debates on forums and social media. Another noteworthy aspect is the expectation that this presentation will not only feature the Model Y performance, but also updates to other models. It wouldn't be surprising if Tesla used the opportunity to showcase software improvements, new autopilot features, or even concepts for future versions. This would make the event more comprehensive, reinforcing the brand's narrative that it's always one step ahead. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, distribution logistics must be carefully planned. With production starting in China, Tesla will be able to utilize fast shipping routes to supply strategic markets, avoiding initial shortages and ensuring that first impressions of the car come from satisfied customers. This is essential to sustaining demand and creating that sense of temporary exclusivity. Of course, the launch won't just be about delivering a beautiful and fast car. It will also serve as a showcase to show what Tesla is capable of when it decides to update a successful model. The Model Y is already a bestseller, but the 2026 performance version promises to raise the bar and reposition the SUV as one of the most sought-after in the electric market. This new battery is expected to be the Model Y Performance 2026's most ambitious asset. Unlike current configurations, which have always required some compromise between performance and range, the rumored version will feature higher energy density cells capable of delivering maximum power without sacrificing range. If confirmed, it will be the first time in Tesla's history that a performance model will be able to match or even surpass the long-range version's range. This alone would be a game-changer in the market. The idea of owning an electric SUV that accelerates like a sports car but still travels long distances on a single charge will completely change the perception of those who have always viewed performance as a luxury that comes at the expense of range. This means buyers will no longer have to choose between worry-free travel or the adrenaline rush of a track-focused car. They can have both in the same package. Sources close to the supply chain suggest that this battery will utilize a new chemistry and internal architecture, optimizing both capacity and thermal efficiency. This will help maintain stable performance even after repeated acceleration and long stretches at high speeds, something that, in current models, may face limitations to protect the cells from excessive heating. It's the kind of advancement that could also pave the way for future applications in other Tesla models. Higher density not only means more range, but also the potential for even faster charging. While there's no official confirmation, rumors point to reduced charging times, possibly thanks to improvements in next-generation superchargers. This would reinforce the Model Y performance's versatile nature, ready for both urban use and extended trips without long stops. Another factor this battery could influence is the vehicle's overall weight. If Tesla can increase range without adding significant mass, this will directly benefit handling, which should already be improved by the new suspension setup. A lighter car with a low center of gravity and balanced weight distribution will be even more responsive, increasing driving pleasure.